Voters in California will decide today whether the state will redraw its congressional maps to favor Democrats ahead of next year's midterm elections. The ballot measure known as Proposition 50 is backed by Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom. It could give his party a better chance of flipping 5 GOP-held House seats. Prop 50 is in response to Republican-led redistricting in red states in an effort to maintain a GOP majority in the House, what Aaron was just talking about. Recent CBS News polling shows Prop 50 is poised to pass, with about 62% of likely voters saying they support it. Polls close in California at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Julie Watts joins us now from California's Democratic headquarters in Sacramento. She's a CBS News investigative correspondent covering the Golden State. Julie, thanks for being here. If Prop 50 passes, does this actually ensure 5 more Democratic House districts?
That's a great question, and no, it actually does not. So I've spoken with the folks behind the map, who actually drew the map, and they say, listen, there are 3 new districts that are likely deep blue. In fact, some folks say, listen, anybody could run with a D next to their name and go to Congress there. But there are 2 of those districts that are going to be a little bit harder. There's going to be a bit of a fight. Certainly, they are more blue than they were prior to this redistricting, but there's still going to be a little bit of a fight. And what's interesting is that sort of mirrors Texas's map, where there are 3 deep red new districts and 2 that, again, there will be a little bit of a fight. One interesting nuance when it comes to Republicans, because they're reducing the number of red districts. A lot of folks are expecting to see more Republican on Republican sort of political battles in the midterms, which may have a sort of ripple effect or an interesting impact on the national Republican Party.
What's the mood at California's Democratic headquarters, and what are those opposed to Prop 50 telling you?
I would say cautiously optimistic. You mentioned that poll that showed likely 60% of support. That was actually, though, a couple weeks ago, right? I will say officially, folks in the Democratic Party are saying, listen, we are not taking anything for granted. They still have people out door knocking. They're encouraging people to get out and vote. I spoke with GOP leaders yesterday, and they said, hey, it's not over till it's over. And in California, because we've got these mail-in ballots, a lot of the early ballots are likely going to be Democrats. Republicans tend to wait until Election Day. They like to vote in person or drop it off in person. I can tell you that every polling place that I have seen today has had lines down the street, folks going to vote in person. So it is still a wait and see, but I think folks are certainly cautiously optimistic and maybe very optimistic here that this is going to pass.
Okay, Julie Watts, thank you.